October 1918. The Great War is grinding towards its bloody conclusion. In the dense, confusing labyrinth of the Argonne Forest in France, an American unit, part of the 77th Infantry Division, pushes forward. They're a mix of city kids, immigrants, and cowboys from New York. Their commander, Major Charles Whittlesey, a bookish lawyer from Massachusetts, follows his orders to the letter: advance and do not retreat. He does just that, pushing his men deep into German territory, a spearhead of the Allied offensive. But there's a problem. The French units on their flanks haven't advanced. The American units on the flanks haven't either. Whittlesey and his roughly 550 men are completely cut off, a tiny island of American soldiers in a sea of German forces. They're trapped in a muddy, shell-pocked ravine with no food, dwindling ammunition, and no medical supplies for their growing number of wounded. Their only connection to the outside world is a handful of carrier pigeons. As if being surrounded by the enemy wasn't enough, a new horror descends from the sky. The American artillery, trying to provide support but blind to their exact location, begins shelling their position. Friendly fire. Men who had survived German attacks were now being torn apart by their own side's guns. Desperate, Whittlesey pens a message for his last carrier pigeon, a bird named Cher Ami. The message, tied to the bird's wounded leg, read, "We are along the road parallel to 276.4. Our own artillery is dropping a barrage directly on us. For heaven's sake, stop it!" Cher Ami, shot through the breast and blinded in one eye, somehow makes it, delivering the message and saving the men from the barrage. After 6 brutal days, with only 194 men able to walk out, the survivors of the lost battalion were finally rescued. But for Major Whittlesey, the war never ended. Haunted by the men he couldn't save, he took his own life 3 years later, a somber coda to one of the war's most harrowing tales of survival.